Goodness, so much louder than I thought it would be. How loud is sound on the OBS? Not terrible. I think I'm gonna keep it like that. So, yeah, having not seen a freaking enemy, I think we have seen. Yeah, we have. We have seen an enemy. I'm just making a big deal of nothing. So, now we are at the second half of chapter 4. I don't know if I'm going to be cutting in between because this upcoming boss is going to be insane. And I'd said that I was going to do 2 lucky tokens. I was going to use up 2 lucky tokens. Because the first one is an enemy and the second one is just getting a free shop. Except for it's not really an enemy, more of just a lucky Lakitu kind of thing. So, that is what I will be doing. Is I'll use up a lucky token if needed. Of course I was freaking need it because I rolled a 3 and I don't trust myself on not rolling a 3 again. I was gonna say not rolling a 3 again. I don't trust myself on rolling a 3 again. Yeah. The worst thing is, yeah, that would have been a safe space. So I'm gonna use up my lucky token and encounter an enemy, which is Golden Lakitu. Invincible, but you have to flip a coin every time and see if you get 50 coins per. I actually remembered that part. I'm just looking up. Yeah, it's that. So, reroll token, using up. Not reroll. Wait. Oh. I bought the lucky token. I think I only bought 1. I didn't buy a single reroll token. Wait. Now I'm confused. Did I buy a reroll token? I thought for sure I bought a lucky token. Because the lucky token is 111 coins. I didn't buy a second one. At that case, I am not gonna do the Lakitu one, and I'm going to skip it and get a safe space. Then I'm gonna use up my reroll token, my lucky token here. Yeah, because otherwise I rolled a 6, so I would have gone right to the boss. So that's my lucky token use up. I don't remember. I think I did buy the reroll tokens and did buy the lucky token. So here I'm going to choose free shop. And because I didn't get that golden leaf, I would get it, but instead I'm going to give myself, I'm going to look at how many more lucky spaces I have. I have 8 more lucky tokens as well. So 1, 2, 3 in chapter 5. Chapter 6 I think has 2. Chapter 7 has 1, 2, 3, 4 lucky spaces. And that's it. So that's literally 10. So shopping, I'm going to do a free shop and get 2 lucky tokens. And I would only need 1 shop token, but I'm actually gonna use up the token and get a healing token. Because there's only 1. And I don't trust myself to get a healing space. So that's all I would be doing. because otherwise the Lucky Space would let you choose an Ultra Shrimp or a Golden Leaf, and right? I gotta double check. It sucks I wasn't able to battle the Golden Lakitu, realizing I only bought one. Oh, 500 coins. So now I'm gonna hope that I don't roll anything higher than a 5. Or even a 5. Yay, I rolled a 4. So I only got to show one enemy. The one enemy that I show will be either, I think it was Ice Bro or something else. Snowspike or Ice Bro. So what do I battle against? Ugh! I battle against Snowspikes. I saw the heads, starting with Fire Flower, and seeing if I get heads or tails and then heads. Got 3. Just tails. But then, do I get 2 tails or do I get heads after this? I'm counting that as heads. So I roll 2 dice after that. I had something in my hand. That is... It's not enough to knock it out. 3 FP cost. So Mario has 4, not 3. Mario has that left, and it took 18 damage. For Luigi, I'm using Super Hammer. Or no, I'm using Super Jump. Not Super Hammer. It was rolling 4 dice, I remembered. Yeah. Costs 5 FP, so I'm going to get Luigi's FP down to 5. And I'm gonna use up the reroll token if I get any lower numbers. Eight plus 6, 14. I'm not gonna use up the reroll token then. I'm surprised I didn't make it fall. But let's see if I got that as a half recoil. Nope. I'm safe. Mario is safe from one of the attacks. And safe from the other attack. Good grief. So that only dealt a total of 6 damage. The next turn I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the Iron Jump, which I think was 3 FP for the cost. Yeah. Rolling 3 dice does more damage against spiked enemies. I don't remember how much more though. I did 14 damage, so I'm aiming for the one on the right. Mamma mia. And then for Mario, or Luigi, I mean, I'm using just jump. Just in case I get anything lower than 7. Well, dang it. This is my reroll token because I have this number and I refuse to accept that. Seven's better. I'm still gonna flip a coin anyways. Heads again? So that would have been 11. That was my bad. So, star points each. My bad. Was how much? Eight star points each. 16. Not enough for a level up. 98. There, that makes it easier. How many coins? It was 15, so 30. Well, here we go. Because doesn't matter how much I roll. I'm just gonna blindly show you the roll this time because I'm only one space away anyways. Would have gotten a 2. It's showtime. Except for I can't really say that yet. Might as well say it's snow time. Koopa Tea first. OP. Here we go. 4 dice using a Koopa Tea first. I got 18. Indeed, it's OP for Mario. And then Luigi, I am going to be using... I'm thinking Super Hammer. Nope. I keep on thinking that's Luigi. Nope. I think Thunder, maybe? Thinking real hard on Luigi's attack. Thinking... Thunder. That's what I'll do. Gotta use that for Luigi's turn. And also erasing this. Man, this is the hardest thing for FP usage. Half or lower, freaking gosh darn it. Ah. Darn it. I'm using up my reroll token then. This is my last time using a reroll token already. Because otherwise Luigi does no damage. What is this now? That's 9, so that's still half. Heads. Double damage. That does 10 damage only. So, how much damage does that do to Mario? 8 damage that landed on Tails. Mario, I'm gonna use a Fire Flower. And here's where I'm gonna cheese it. If I don't get heads on the second one, I'm gonna cheese it and just keep on flipping a coin until I get heads. It's the only time I'm gonna do it though. Heads. Never mind then. 5. Tails. So, double damage wise, that's not bad. 16. 94. Counting him as a technical spiky enemy. So I'm using Luigi's hammer attack. Does double damage against spiked enemies. Six does 12 minus 8, 4. I'm feeling good. Just making sure that there was no double attack. Heads. So this time he took 4 damage. Not using an item yet. Now, I'm gonna have Mario not use his Fire Flower attack. And instead I'm gonna just use a basic one. Risking him taking no damage. 9, so what? Oh. Then for Luigi, I'm using Super Hammer again, just for the hopes that I land a 12 or an 11. 6, so I only dealt 4 damage. No. Yes, because it was double attack against any spiked enemy. If you want to know, I was pretending he was breathing the blizzard icy breath, technically. Heads. Nice. Same thing. Using Mario's basic attack here. Again. Oh no, it's 7. So it does nothing. Luigi, I'm using Super Hammer. 8. So 16 minus 8. Does 8 damage. Hope you saw that. Now his attack is 6. Because I'm gonna show this. Its HP is 120. Attack is 8, defense is 8. The attack lessens by 2 per damage dealt to it. And its defense becomes it taking half damage, then to 3. The statue doesn't seem to be the same one that held Mr. Blizzard inside. Instead, it seems like something personally made rather than with dark power. No items from this boss. I've been ignoring items. I don't think I've ignored anything here. But from the bosses in Chapter 3, I might have ignored something for Porky Puffer. Yeah, I did. I don't think I ever flipped a coin on this boss. It would have been tails, so I would have gotten a mushroom. So, how much damage did that do? Ooh! Oh, come on! No, I think okay. I'm trying that again and leaning on my foot. Heads, so 3 damage. This is where I'm gonna use Mario's Fire Flower attack. Five. Counting it. Got heads. 2. Heads again. Oh my word. 8. Tails. So it's double damage to 16. $61. Luigi, I'm using his super hammer. Double damage to 14, but taking half damage wise, that's still 7. How much damage did he take? Only 3 again. I got heads. Then Mario basic attack. This is the only advantageous part, because now no matter what I get, it does half damage. Luigi, I'm using a basic attack basic attack hammer. 5, double 5, so it does 10 damage. Man, almost there. Heads. Man, I'm lucky with that. Same deal, using basic attacks until it's over. Five, so it dealt 3 damage. I'm just making him lie there to prove that he's gotten smaller. So now his defense is just 3. Its attack is now 4. Hammer. Actually, let's do this instead. (16 minus 3, 13). So, how much did that do? The whole 4. Now, still doing basic attacks. I got double 6s. That is so hard to get usually. That is 9. That is 9 damage. It had 25, so it now has 16. Now, if I get double damage 12, it still wouldn't be enough. Are you serious? Look at what I got. So it only does 1. Heads, so it does only 2 damage. The remainder of these basic attacks must be after that. 10. So it does 6 damage. It's all dependent on what Luigi gets. 11. It's over. That's the end of chapter 4. In end conclusion, of course, it's a level up. So Mario and Luigi now has 35 HP. Still 10 FP though. So then I get an item as a reward for that. And the item is... level is now 4. A super mushroom and a Koopa tea. That makes up for the one I used. Gotta add up that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But then the boss itself as well drops another thing. I gotta remember that, because I might have forgotten a lot of times. Oh, nothing. Never mind. It's all bent, but you can definitely tell what it looks like. It's gonna be a lot. That's all I will ever say. I'm just hoping that I finally get to show off enemies. Let alone for the lucky tokens. I'm not gonna use one before the boss of the first variety, but instead we'll use it after the first boss and just depend on, because chapter 5 there's a whole bunch of enemies. Golden Fire Bro. And then I'm actually gonna purposely show one of these. Oh, lucky second half. So, yeah, basically, lucky, it is just a golden Bowser statue. And to clarify what would end up happening if you land on it, on the first one, will act as a shop space, which I'm actually gonna say as the first half's lucky space, because it's just in case you don't land on the first half's lucky space, let alone the Golden Fire Bro isn't as bad as this is. And having proven about how the Golden Bowser statue was in, well, proving how tough we were against the Snow Bowser statue, I'm actually keeping the HP as is, it being 200. It just means that if I keep the final boss's HP as is, it's going to be a little bit tougher. Let alone, Mario and Luigi have unlocked more attacks. For Mario, it's Cat Dive, which I'm going to write down on my notes. Cat Dive, you roll 5 dice. It even goes through defense. I'm gonna say it up here. Cat Dive. Five dice. D, E, F. Crossed out. And then it costs 8 FP. Luigi also unlocks something. that's gonna be something for later on. Oh yeah, ultimate move. So we're about to unlock ultimate moves as well. Tanuki Impact, which I'm just gonna say TI. For Luigi, and that is roll 6 dice. Oh, it's an ultimate move. I forgot. So we have already unlocked an ultimate move. Alt. And then if you get 2 pairs of doubles, you deal triple damage. If you get 3, you deal 5 times the damage. It's a lot. Holy. It is 2D 3 times. 3D 5 times. And then if one of them is heads, you deal double damage. So 1H equals, it was double, right? Oh, it's like if you roll lower than a 12, then flip 2 coins. If one of them is heads, you deal double. If you get double heads, you deal triple. So it's basically just a guarantee. To be a good thing, but it's also a risk. And then, yeah, AFP 2T minus, because that means you can't use it again for 2 turns. Yeah, that is a lot. I like what I said there. The Green Cyclone, unlocked after Chapter 6. Not the final move, believe it or not, but... But... The craziest thing is... It's not an ultimate move. It's just like that sentence. Then roll dice, then flip 3 coins. One of them is heads, you deal double damage. 2 heads makes it deal triple. And 3 times makes it deal 4 times the amount, quadruple. Also, if you get any doubles, then you can't flip the coins. It will instead deal 2.5 times the damage. So it's very risky. Don't pay attention to that yet. So yeah, that's the end of that. I already stated what I'm doing next time. I didn't get to show off, but I'll just make an alternate thumbnail that might as well just show it on the end part, or I'll take a picture of the dice saying part 7, because I know for a fact that this upcoming part will be, it's probably like I'll do chapter 4 is number 6, then on the boss space part 7. I don't know, I'm just spitballing. What matters most is we're done. So this is what we're doing next time. It's gonna be quite the spectacle indeed. So much so that I wouldn't be able to show all of it. Good grief. You can definitely see that. can definitely see that I wouldn't be able to show the whole thing, but you can definitely, because this is all the way zoomed out. I'm unable to zoom it out any further. 40 minutes, but I know by edit it will very much be half an hour long, which is perfect. So yeah, this next part is gonna be insane. I'm probably even gonna show off the boss and the lucky space and end it there. Because yeah, if I am unable to show any enemies, I'm definitely going to show the boss and the golden Bowser statue. I nearly feel like making you see a whole bunch of enemies, like instead of, it's like it's me doing it, but for others you would have to roll your dice. I would be showing off the Mecha K Bowser. Also, can I, because that's the thing about my first half of the board. The first half of the board in chapter 5 is just, it's a lot of enemies despite how small it is. Oh, never mind. First half. Never mind then. First half, heads and tails, and you're about to see that on the second half it gets so much, it becomes so much more. Yeah. Things are gonna get hot in the terms of the board and in the terms of the fights. Because soon enough, things are gonna get even trickier. See you guys then. Bye-bye.